Girl, we know the nigga from Harlem who wrote the song. The nigga's name is Poe. He's friends with your boyfriend from jail and you fuck. They all call you a smut and say your ass is purple. I might get the nigga to write for me too. Kudos, duns. Girl, everybody in the hood already said that you fuck for raps. Like, come on. You are the poor man's Nicki Minaj at this point. You know, like, I thought you were gonna do something bow, maybe some balcatron, maybe some reggaeton, something original, but you the poor man's Nicki Minaj. Like, what? But Cardi, congrats on your #1, you know? Like, just like you said, like a bum bitch from the Bronx like you. It's great that you made it, you know? I'm sure it inspires a lot of other bum bitches, but like, you know, you suck dick for raps. You know, you fuck for raps. You're no, and they gassed you like you was that girl, but you're not that girl, you know? You're like a fuck toy. You're like some little like smut that niggas want to stick their dick in. You're gonna have your moment now and then you're gonna be gone. Enjoy it. Yes, and big shout out to that nigga Poe. That nigga with the slash on his face that writes your raps, you know? I gotta connect to that nigga. I might get in the studio with that nigga too. Shout out that nigga Poe. But sidebar, I think everybody really missed the point of the conversation, you know? A lot of times when you're trying to engage people in this higher level of conversation, they just, you know, miss everything and just kind of, they selectively hear what they want to hear. The point is about, you know, the institution of female rap, and rap, the institution of female rap being a part of this male-dominated music industry, and, you know, black men in hip-hop basically just taking no responsibility, just generally taking no responsibility for, like, properly curating this, like, sect of black women's culture, you know? Okay, so case in point, right? Say you had somebody like Nicki Minaj, right? As soon as Safari came out and said that he may have written, you know, like, as soon as Safari came out and said that he may have written Nicki Minaj's rap, like, all y'all niggas were, like, quick to, like, jump down her throat and, like, try to really, like, dethrone the bitch and, like, her legacy and everything. And then when it comes to a white girl or a Spanish girl or whatever, it's like, you know, there's no pressure. You know, hip-hop goes really easy on y'all non-black bitches. Do you know why? Because they want to fuck. They're, like, exoticizing you. And really because they, like, you know, the men in hip-hop just kind of fucking hate themselves more than they hate black women, you know? So they gas y'all up and give y'all all this, like, and give y'all all this clout as if y'all, like, you know, really actually, like, paid the same fucking dues that they make a black bitch pay, you know? And that was the bigger point. The point is, like, men are always thinking with their dicks when it comes to female rap. And when the point is that you have not been chastised, you have not been ridiculed, you have not been treated to the same treatment that us black girls get treated to within the hip-hop lexicon. That was the point, you know? The point, I personally think Bodak Yellow is a great song, you know what I mean? Who gives a fuck, you know? There's enough money in the world to make anybody go #1, you know? It wasn't an organic #1, and really, like, Cardi, you don't have bars, like, you don't have fucking bars, and it's, like, kind of sickening to just see, like, all of these, like, black men try to push through the industry, all these denatured versions of Nicki Minaj, you know? It's like, Iggy was the white man's Nicki Minaj, and now you're the poor man's Nicki Minaj, and then what's next? We're gonna have the Chinese man's Nicki Minaj. And then on top of that, you know, it's like, female rap deserves a bit more variety than just this, like, sex pot stripper with the bathtub grout butt injections and, you know, like the Home Depot butt injections, just this very, like, low society girl that, and it's my belief that for as many strides as black women have made with female rap, for as far as we have, you know, advanced the genre, like from Missy to Lauren to whatever, like, we don't need you coming in here, like, you know, making us look dumb. You know, you're, like, super inarticulate. The fact that anyone would lay on a table and get Home Depot silicone shot into their ass just clearly, like, shows that they're of low IQ, you know, just this, like, low socioeconomic archetypical character that just, and I seriously can't think of the last time black men in hip-hop have put a full black girl on their back and carried her across the finish line, you know, without having to fuck her, without her having to fucking show her ass or do whatever the fuck, you know. Granted, I show my ass all the time, I like to do that, but I can't think of the last time. I can't think of the last time we've had a fully black girl at the top of female rap. You know, even when it came to, like, Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown, like, you know, black men dogged the two of them. Like, you know, like, niggas, y'all really do black female rappers dirty. All in all, it's time for black men to do something about black female rap culture and stop letting it die. Stop trying to chop it up and hand pieces off to these other mixed girls because you want to fuck. The end. And last but not least, bitch, I popped the molly in the club that night. I was dancing and everything. You could have fucking played Luz Clarita theme song, bitch. I would have been dancing all fucking day. Don't flatter yourself, honey.
Check it out, son. Check it out now. Let me tell y'all this, all right? Nobody want to hear a anti-domestic violence PSA from Chris Brown. Nobody want to hear a anti-pedophilia memo from R. Kelly, okay? Some niggas, even though they might have a good message, we don't want to hear from that messenger, okay? And when it comes to the case of female rapping, successful female rap, we just don't want to hear Azealia Banks, and pretty much a one-hit wonder if we consider that a hit at all. We don't want to hear no messages from her. So when she comes out and she says, listen, man, Cardi B's success could be attributed to a bunch of stuff. She's a poor man Nicki Minaj. She's a Hispanic woman, so all the black men have fetishized or however you say the fucking word, over her. And we all know niggas do love some Spanish chicks. I keep telling y'all, Latina women are the kryptonite for niggas. But she continues by saying, listen, because she's fairer skinned, because she does all these other things for records and affiliations, that's why she got championed and her song, Bodak Yellow, got pushed to #1. People said, well, listen, even if some of those things are true, who are you to talk, okay? Now, people, of course, told Azealia Banks to shut the fuck up after she was criticizing the success of Cardi B, and Cardi B herself damn responded by saying, bitch, you were actually singing along to my song a couple of days ago or a couple of weeks ago, and Azealia Banks responded back, and you guys hear it in the audio. She said, bitch, I popped a molly. I actually would sing to anything, okay? Now, again, I do believe Azealia Banks got some points. I've never seen hip-hop get behind a female or a particular record and everybody hold hands and let's raise it to the top. It was basically like the hip-hop version of the fucking Spirit Bomb, okay? Everybody came together. Everybody kind of collectively pushed this record to #1. And trust me, I love that record, okay? Even though she bit Kodak Black's flow from No Flockin', I love the record. But let's not act like the whole camaraderie to push the record to #1 didn't kind of surprise us all, especially for a female rapper, when usually when women come out with shit, people are usually hating. I mean, it got to the point that even Nicki Minaj had to give her congratulations, because if she didn't, she would be considered a hater. Now, with all that being said, okay, Cardi B is someone that you want to root for, okay, as opposed to Azealia Banks. Cardi B, like myself, and salute to my chat niggas who listening right now, Cardi B started from the mud, okay? Now, her content was obviously different from mine, but still, she started and built and cultivated a fan base on the internet, and the people chose her. Not a record label, not somebody who was just in an office watching her hop on tables like we saw Bobby Shmurda do for Epic Records and dance like a monkey. No, the people said, we want Cardi B. So as she moved to Love and Hip Hop, and after she got off Love and Hip Hop, started rapping, and when she do have a record, the people are pretty much championing her as the people's champ. Now, that's a big difference than this whole, black men just are in love with light-skinned women, or they're in love with Latina women, and some of those things are true, okay? But all I'm saying is, don't try to criticize her success. Give it up to Cardi B when she obviously put the work in grinding to promote the record. She got 6 versions of the record out. Okay, she got a Spanish version, a Portuguese version, a goddamn Italian version, merengue version, reggaeton version, a goddamn salsa version. She got every fucking version, including a version with Kodak Black. She deserves that #1 spot. And Azealia Banks, again, the thing about what you always do, you did it with Azealia or Iggy Azalea, is that you take whatever gripes that you have against your lack of success and you cloak it in a bigger picture thing, hoping people will sink their teeth into it, okay? Yes, there is such a thing as niggas love Spanish chicks. Yes, there is such a thing as niggas love pushing up the light-skinned chick. But is now the time to bring it up when Cardi B worked her ass off and got a #1 record? No, motherfucker. And is using you as a counterexample, saying, why didn't they do that for me? Is that a good thing? No, motherfucker. Okay, if it didn't seem so personalized and bitter, we would take you more serious. All right? Get a comment box, you guys like them, subscribe. At this point, do you even care what Azealia Banks says, or do you think she was actually making some sense, but people won't give her the time of day because she is who she is? She's a professional Twitter ranter. Get a comment box, you guys like. To Academics. I'm up.